channel, Jamie Friend Colors. We are working in the Daydreams or Dagrumar book by Hanna Karlzon, and it's such a pretty page. We've done 2 parts on this so far, so if you haven't watched those, go watch those first. It will teach you how to do the oil pastel background that we did, and then how we did these beautiful, beautiful flowers. So far I'm loving this page. So today we're going to work on the houses. So we're going to start with our Arteza markers, the same as we did our flowers. And we're going to lay down some colors. I think first I'm going to put yellow in all the windows. So this is a lemon yellow. Putting down this yellow. I'm trying to stay kind of in the same color story. I don't want to add too many different colors to this page, and so I'm trying to stick with those yellows and oranges. We'll do some browns, and that's kind of what I want to stick with. So for the house itself, let's use Tawny, which is what we used on the branches, and so we're going to just put that on here. It's not going to be very smooth, it's going to be messy, and that's okay. These pens are not really suited for doing larger areas. They get very splotchy, so. But we're not going to worry about it because we're going to cover it up with pencil, and it will just help us give some texture and different tone to our page, so don't worry about it. Okay, so that's going to be our base color of our house here. Okay, said it's going to look messy. These markers are not meant for large spaces, so I don't want you to worry about it. This is Orange Rust A169, and this is what I want to do the roofing in. It's brown, but it's a very warm brown, which lends itself very well to the orange that's around it. If you don't have these markers, you can definitely use like Tombow markers. They're a good option. Okay. And of course here and here I'll just. Alright, then we have, let's grab a little bit of a darker brown. Let's grab walnut, and let's put our trim around the windows in this little bit of a darker color. Alright, so those are the colors that we're going to use on our house here. So I'm going to base coat this. My camera battery is going to die because I've been filming all of this in one go. And, whoops, wrong color. And yeah, so I'll base coat all of this, and then we'll color it in with some Prismacolors. Alright, I've got my pencils picked. I wanted to show you a side-by-side of one that I've already shaded with pencils and one that just has the marker on. So you can see we're going to have quite the transformation, and it really doesn't matter how messy this marker looks. It's going to look fabulous in the end. So let's zoom in. Alright. For all of the windows, I'm going to take the yellowed orange that we used on the flowers, and I'm going to put some of that down one side of the windows. And then I'm going to blend that out with the Canary Yellow that we also used on the before. It's a little bit of depth, but keeps it bright. I like it. Okay. Then we're going to do the roofing and the rust orange trim that we picked. Okay, and for that I have Sienna Brown as my darkest shade, 945. And I am going to put that where any shadows could be, where I want the darkness. Make sure my head's not in the way. I bleached my hair, thinking I would dye it purple or pink. My kids picked this light purple color. And then we bleached it. And we've just kept the blonde, so can't even see. It looks pretty good though. I changed my photo so you can see it. It's cute. I was surprised. I expected it to be quite a bit more orange than it turned out, so I was quite happy with it. Never bleaching my hair before. Alright. Then we're going to take our middle color for this, which is going to be Burnt Ochre, and we're going to blend out that sienna. I'm coloring pretty hard-handed. This picture, I just have the whole thing. I'm a little stressed and a little tense, and it's definitely coming out in my picture. Yeah, my 5-year-old who has some issues and hasn't been able to go to his school and hasn't been able to see his therapist or psychiatrist in person for about 2 months now, is really struggling, and it just adds a lot of stress to our family. So that's, I think, coming out in this picture quite a bit, that I am being quite heavy-handed. Okay, and then I'm going to take pumpkin orange, which we also used on the flowers. You'll see I kind of always see if there's a color I've already used that will be an option, because it just helps with cohesiveness across to the picture. And I tend to like coloring pictures and looking at pictures that have a pretty small color story, like it has very few colors, kind of sticks to the same. It's just something that I find very appealing. Not everybody will. Some people like bigger and brighter color stories, and that's okay. Color palettes, but I tend to like to stay pretty close. So I like to look at the pencils I've already used and see if there are any that will work and somewhere else. If there isn't, if I need something darker or I need something a slightly different tone, then of course I'll grab a new pencil, like that's okay. But I always look at my pencils I've already used first. Beautiful. Okay. Then we'll do our trim, which I'm going to use Espresso as my darkest color. And I want to put that in where I want the shading, the darkest spots to be. Alright, then let's take dark umber and blend out that espresso. You might want to leave a little bit at the very top to put a little different highlight on, so I'll leave a little bit. Alright, I'm going to grab Sandbar just to add a little more lightness at the top there. Okay, then that dark umber, I'm gonna use around all the textures. Alrighty. So we're starting to look like a house. We've still got to do the walls. And I'm going to do 2 different colors of walls. So I'm going to have a lighter wall that's going to stick out a little bit, and then I have the other wall that will be like the receding wall, the one that doesn't stick out. So, alright, so we'll start with the darker, oh, I was going to use this dark umber as well on all the little notches on the side of the house. I forgot about that. Okay. So let's start with the darker wall. We're going to use Sepia as our shadow. And so we want to put it where the shadows are going to be. And then we're going to blend it out with the Sandbar brown. I don't usually like coloring architecture, but I think these are really cute, and it's much less daunting if I can put like marker down first and then color over it. And then it doesn't feel so daunting. And I do like having them be a part of the flowers. I just think that's really pretty. Alright, so that's how I'm going to do the darker wall, is I'm just going to use those 2 colors. And so that's going to be this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then this piece in the middle, I'm going to do the lighter variation. So we're going to start the same way. We're going to start with the sepia where we want the shading. Okay, and then we're going to take the Sandbar brown again and just blend out that sepia just a little bit so it's not too harsh. And then we're going to take, this is 50% French gray, and we're going to put that in there as well. And going over all the other colors just to help blend it all together, make it cohesive. Blend. But that's going to make that area of the house kind of pop out a little bit. So it's like it's in front of the rest of it. Here we are with our beautiful houses. Oh, I think they look awesome. And I love how they just look perfect with those flowers. Beautiful. Alright, you guys, that's it for today. Come back next time, we'll do the bird, and then we'll be finished with this page. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Find time to relax, enjoy yourself, maybe do some coloring, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!